Hey, Betty and Andy.
He said, there he is. Yeah.
There he is.
Chatting, it's going slowly, but it's going. There we go. Should be live now. Okay, so let's find this. I gotta close the YouTube. There we go. All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Catbird Cafe. As I mentioned, Stephen may or may not be joining us. So in his stead, I will remind us of the suggested themes for today, which are Advancement of Science Week, National Hippo Day, World Pangolin Day, and it's still Black History Month. Always optional, you all know that. Don't have to follow the theme. But we thank you for being here tonight with us. It's going to be
Did you say National Hippo Day?
National Hippo Day, yes. Yep, and World Pangolin Day.
Okay.
Yes, so big day. We have a very full house tonight. We are going to begin with Ron Israel and then go into the list the way it reads with John McHugh, Mike Delaney, and Steve Azzaro as the next three. Ron is going to have to leave because it is his and Fern's anniversary and they're going to go do something cool. So,
happy anniversary.
Wow. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Was that Tom singing that?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
All right, everybody, let's welcome Ron Israel and Fern in the background.
Hey,
Ron.
Ron.
You hear me?
Yep.
I hear you.
Yep.
J.D. Vance said something stupid today. He didn't believe. Vance said something stupid today. He didn't believe. No way. He did it for power. Did it for fame. Wanted to move on up so people would know his name. J.D. Vance. Shame, shame, shame. Elon Musk did something weird today. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. Musk did something weird today. It wasn't that great. No way. But he thinks he is a genius of all domains. But he's lousy at government and stinks at video games. Elon Musk, shame, shame, shame. Donald Trump did something crazy today. He had no idea. Trump did something crazy today. He had no idea, no way. 'Cause he believes in retribution. That's his campaign. And he likes to take credit. Never takes the blame. Donald Trump, shame, shame, shame. You and I did our day today like we usually do, Watched our leaders on display and thought, who the hell are you?
All right,
Good
Ron.
one, Ron.
New genre of Trump 2.0 songs I've been doing. I thought my Trump 1.0 songs were all that were needed, but unfortunately, it's not the case.
Well, thank you for doing them.
The coup came, and no one seemed to care. It's like we were too busy being in despair. Except me, I chose to wonder what it all means. Is it our karma or the men in their machines? I drove around Washington, not much going on. It was the weekend and everyone was gone. They'd abandoned offices, abandoned hope, abandoned their country, abandoned the vote. I came across a brother of the Tech Society. He was reading data about you and me. What's he gonna do with it? What tricks are up his sleeve? Is it our karma or the men and their machines? I wrote the editor of the paper I once read. He said too many words to tell readers what it meant. I was told to go to TikTok, make a video. Maybe they would use it there, but probably no. 'Cause our voices had gone silent along with our dissent. If you tried to speak the truth, no one knew what it meant. Too many messages, who knows what to believe? Is it our karma or the men and their machines? Maybe it's not the men, they just do their part. Build these machines that have no heart. But now that they did it, they've lost control of the dreams in their minds, the music in their soul. I don't know who to blame for this space we're all in. Maybe it's the voters or the politicians. Does anyone know where this all will lead? Is it our karma or the men and their machines?
Great, Ron.
All right, Ron.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Ron. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, you two be careful going out tonight in case it gets sloppy and slippery.
Yeah, on the way home especially, yeah.
Yeah, have fun.
She's calling the shots, son.
Hey, awesome. Awesome.
Happy
Smart man.
anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you.
All right, now we will go to John and get back on the list.
Me?
You,
We want Sean.
you're the other number one.
We want Sean. We want
What, John?
We want Sean. Hey, Kathy, Mike is echoing me. Tell him to stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
I thought I was in the land. Thought I was in the land of Oz for a second.
Oh, my goodness, stop. You go behave yourselves. Do I have to stop this car? All right, everybody, let's give it up for John McHugh.
Yeah, John.
Just one tonight. It's got all the themes though. Plus, I added another one. It's topical. PBS. PBS, I think, is on the drawing board to be defunded by the feds. Luckily, they don't. I think they only supply 1% of their funding. So, but even still, they shouldn't take anything away from it. So this is it. It's called PBS. I learned everything I know from PBS. I'd be pretty ignorant without it, I guess. Kids should grow up knowing more than we do, not less. Please don't let the government take it all from us. I learned my math and alphabet from Sesame Street. Julia Child's creations were both savory and sweet. She was always ready with some French-inspired treat. Their nature shows on pangolins and hippos can't be beat. Mr. Rogers taught me how to be kind and polite, how to deal with people and always do what's right. Nova taught me science stuff like why it's dark at night. American Experience had shows on civil rights. Bob Ross taught me painting with his happy little trees. Ken Burns' documentaries are guaranteed to please. Jacques Cousteau's specials taught us all about the seas. All this information and available for free. Yeah, I learned everything I know from PBS. I'd be pretty ignorant without it, I guess. Kids should grow up knowing more than we do, not less. Please don't let the government take it all from us. Please don't let the government take it all from us.
Yeah, right.
Right on, John.
Right on.
Thank you.
John, I was in Japan like 40 years ago, and when we got to the hotel, we turned the TV on, and it was Bob Ross, dubbed in
Japan.
Japanese. Yeah,
Speaking Japanese?
no, dubbed.
Oh, wow.
That is so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I guess
All right.
I guess PBS won't get an invitation to the Oval Office or the
I don't think so.
Air Force One.
Would want one.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank
the
you.
Eagles refuse to go. Thank you, John.
All right.
Now we're going on to Mike Delaney.
Oh, Mike.
Hello.
Yeah, Mike. Oh, yeah.
After Mike, it's Steve Azzaro, then Tom Maynard, and Busking Betty and Andy.
Although we do have a tiny man at his tiny desk.
That's right. There have been some good ones. All right. Let's, folks, welcome and give it up for Mr. Mike Delaney.
Yay,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Oh,
Thanks.
Mike. Oh, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So before I play my two songs, I have a very short show and tell. Right, I was at the grocery store today and I picked up a copy of the South Shore Senior News, and there was Stephen Martin. Yay! So they have a great story about Stephen. It mentions Snake. It mentions of course Orpheus and Worcester and San Francisco and the Wildlife Center and the Catbird. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was
Did
really
they spell my name right?
They spelled it McHuge.
Any way you can post it online or give us a...
I'll try. Yeah.
See, I found it online. The South Shore Senior News is online, but none of the pictures were in the article.
Oh,
So it wasn't fun.
well, maybe I'll scan the picture.
That'd be great. Thank you, Mike. All right.
So I have two songs for my theme is 2 songs for February album writing month. And the first one is an Irish folk tale. It was first written down in the 800s, I think, and I'm going to try to retell it. It's about the Dagda. The Dagda was a god or a king of the people, the Tuatha De Danann, the worshippers of the goddess Danu. And the Dagda had a harp called Uthana. So the Dagda's harp. The Dagda, known as the good god, had 3 things that made him strong. First, his always full cauldron never ran out. It could feed any size throng. The second was his staff called Lorik Mor. The staff could deal out joy or strife. The rough end of the staff caused instant death, but the smooth end restored life. The Dagda was the Tuatha's god, their father strong, his vision sharp, his wisdom true, his shoulders broad. Uthana was his magic harp. Uthana was his magic harp. The rival Fomorians stole the Dagda's harp, hung Uathna up in their banquet hall, but the Dagda took his men Luch and Oma to get it back off the wall. When the 3 snuck quietly into the hall, the Dagda summoned his harp right away. It flew off the wall straight back to him, killing 9 warriors along the way. The Dagda was the Tuatha's god, their father strong, his vision sharp, his wisdom true, his shoulders broad. Uthana was his magic harp. Uthana was his magic harp. The Dagda summoned 3 tunes from his harp. Gold Tree made the women weep. Gion Tree made the women and children laugh. Suon Tree put everyone to sleep. And then the men left with the harp. And ever since then, harp music has been putting people to sleep. That's it.
Right, Mike.
Yeah, there's Snoopy playing the harp. Thank you, Jane. So the second one is sort of on the theme. It's kind of on the theme that Ron had as well, I guess. And it's supposed to be a bluegrassy song, but I'm going to try to play it slow enough to get the words out. I could write down a ton of lies, but I can't bring myself to do it. I just want to tune him out, but that's not gonna move it. These are incredibly trying times. I have to keep my wits about me. I have to get into action and stand up against this idiocy. So many ridiculous diversions. It's a democratic incongruity. How could so many people have voted for him? It's a pandemic of stupidity. Morality has gone flaccid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. True facts no longer lucid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. The ill-informed focus on diversions. The ill-informed focus on the ill-informed focus on diversions. The inane throw the needy under the bus. The foolish cheer on the tariffs. The idiots bow to President Musk. They must see it's worse the second time around. Why are they cheering the sequel? They applaud the Constitution in crisis. The 3 branches no longer equal. Project 2025 says he gets a second term. The oligarchs are now the regulators. So many turn a blind eye and pardon the violent investigators. No, instigators. Pardon the violent instigators. Morality has gone flaccid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. True facts no longer lucid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. What am I gonna do about it? How will I do my part? How can I spread truth? I'm not even sure where to start. But the symptoms are evident, though the prognosis is grim. The disease is spreading. Is the chance of winning slim? Deter transmissions of falsehoods. Use facts to avoid spreading lies. Inoculate with the vaccine of truth. Don't let this be where democracy dies. Morality has gone flaccid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. True facts no longer lucid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. Morality has gone flaccid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. True facts no longer lucid. It's a pandemic of stupidity. A pandemic of stupidity.
Wow,
That's it. Thank you.
nailed it.
Yeah, thanks. Unfortunately,
You
right?
didn't have to, but you did. You got it.
Thank you. I'm going to stop my recording right now. Boom.
And thank you, Mike. And now we are going to Steve as our, who may have to leave early, but he doesn't know. Or maybe he knows now.
I'm good.
Maybe it's,
I'm good. I don't know
yay.
why I said that last week, but it's okay. Good to see everybody. I'm still stuck on the.
Let us give you a big hurrah.
Thank you.
Yay, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Hurrah! Huzzah!
Great joy to be with you.
Huzzah.
It's a great joy to be with you all. I'm still celebrating a sort of Valentine's Day, and this song I did, but I really like it. Song by Tom Waits. And it's, to me, whether it's a guy or a gal singing this, it's the same meaning. Had a great time together and just driving home in their old 55. And it reminds me of my old 1955 Chevrolet, which was quite a vehicle, let me tell you. Dad tell you more story about it, but it got me around, got me back to school for at least a year before it conked out. Old 55. Well, my time went so quickly. What the heck am I playing here? Let me see if I've got a C harmonica. That would be important. I thought I was all set up, but let me try again here. Apologize. Yeah, it's a C harmonica. That's a good sign. I swear one day I'm going to get strangled by this thing. Okay. But my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splitly out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. Now the sun's coming up, and I'm riding lady luck. Freeways, cars, and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Lord, don't you know the feeling's growing stronger? Six in the morning gave me no warning. I had to be on my way. Now the cars are all passing me, trucks are all flashing me. I'm headed home from your place. Well, now the sun is coming up, and I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway, cars, and trucks, the stars are beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Lord, don't you know the feeling's growing stronger? Well, my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splitly out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. And now the sun's coming up, and I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks.
Nicely done.
right.
Love that song.
Thank you. I do
Awesome,
like
Steve.
it too. I like Tom Waits. And this is a song, I may have done it before here probably, but still in the spirit of Valentine's Day and love. Two folks sort of like one another, they pass by every day, trying to get to know one another. Don't know whether anything is going to happen or not, but we'll see. And that's the title of the song, We'll See. Oh, woman, don't you pass on by. See the come on look in your eye. I get the message you were sending me. Well, maybe we were meant to be. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I start to follow when you're glancing back. I'm thinking I'm on the right track. Who knows, maybe we'll find a key. Could be a future there for you and me. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I take this walk most every day, thinking about what I'm gonna say. But when the moment comes, I sigh. Then I let you walk on by. You know I gotta try. I gotta try. I gotta try. So today I take another chance, still hoping to find romance, saying the words that became the key. She says maybe we were meant to be. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Well, maybe we were meant to be. Fate then stepped in, helped me along the way. Gave me the right words, all the right words to say. Then blessed by Cupid's bright light, you know everything turned out, well it turned out alright, 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 alright. So now we're walking arm in arm, we're each other's good luck charm, really the way it was meant to be. Me for her and her for me, me for her and her for me. We're free, we're free, we're free. Happy ending.
All right, Steve.
Thank you all.
Very good. All right, where are we going next? We are going to Tom. Then we'll talk briefly with J Nut, then busking Betty and Andy. After that, Jimmy's on the list, but he may not be back from dog walking. So if it's not Jimmy, it would be Bob Uvello. But right now it is Tom.
Thank you.
You folks.
Oh my gosh.
Yay for Tom, everybody. It's Tom.
All right.
Well, hey, I wanna again thank Kathy and Stephen in absenteeism, absentatum. I forget what the word is, right? Anyway, for an absolution, Stephen in absolution.
Absentia.
Abba-dabba-doo.
Abba-dabba-doo. For all that they do, because, guys, isn't it amazing that we can come here every Saturday night and do this together? I love this.
We do too. We love it
thank you.
too. Thank you.
I'm trying to find my belly cam. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. So I guess I'm hanging on to the Black History Month stuff. So I've got a couple covers I'm going to do. First one is something written by David Roth quite a while ago, and yet he's unfortunately had to keep adding verses to it. I'm only going to do the original 3 verses, but you'll see what I mean when I play it. It's called That Kind of Grace. Sunday morning, Birmingham, quiet in the church. Bombs were planted, house of God, children's blood on the cross. And your daughter, she was one, angel without wings. How could anyone forgive those who do such things? And when I sing Amazing Grace, your face is what I see. I hope someday that kind of grace will find its way through me. Friday evening in Mobile, Klansmen killing time. Saw young Michael walking by, he would do just fine. Quiet student, mother's best, pleading for his life. Strung him up to make a point, sharper than a knife. Beulah May, his mother stood, people all around, in the courtroom listening as the truth was found. From her mouth no curses fell, no profanity. I would do to others, I'd have them do to me. Now where is it? And when I sing Amazing Grace, her face is what I see. I hope someday that kind of grace will find its way to me. Thursday afternoon in the car, turn the radio on. The verdict in Los Angeles, oh what have we done? Images of violence, yellow, black and white. 52 dead, millions lost, who can win in this fight. On the screen, a face of tears, trembling through and through. One we've seen so many times, beaten on the news. I could barely hear his words, trembling, full of fear and doubt. People, we can't live like this. We've got to work this out. And when I sing Amazing Grace, his face is what I see. I hope someday that kind of grace will find its way to me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom. Oh, Tom.
David Roth.
David Roth. That's incredible.
He's Cape. He's on the Cape. He's a local. He's lives on the Cape. But as I say, he's continued to write verses for this right up to present day.
Yeah,
It's
sadly,
can go
you
on
get-
and on and on.
Yeah.
I think Storm has done that as a song along one of his poems. So
Ann Hills was also a part of writing the original song.
that's true. That's true, and she sings it on the record as well with him. They trade verses and such. All right. So this next one is I think Greg Greenway wrote this. Brother Sun has sung it. It's called "In the Name of Love," and it's this one stretches me. I think I've done this here before. I may have even been last week. I don't know. Sorry. When I get tired, it's like I was dropped into the sea. You could swim your whole life, be nowhere you wanna be. Everyone gets tired, the water is so wide, and somebody comes to show you the other side. The other side. There was a little man, barefoot and frail, took a walk on down to the Grand Ganges, took a lion by the tail. He made a way out of no way. One by one they saw the truth. He was ready when they told him. They said, history chooses you. We see so far. In the name of love, we're standing on. In the name of love, the shoulders of giants. One more. In the name of love. There was another lion and a lamb. He walked into the heart of darkness, into the streets of Birmingham. He made a way out of no way. One by one we saw the truth. He was already on the mountaintop when they said, Memphis chooses you. We see so far in the name of love. We're standing on in the name of love. The shoulders of giants. One more in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love. One more in the name of love. Early morning, April 4th, shots rang out in the Memphis sky. Free at last, they took your life, but they could not take your pride. In the name of love, one more in the name of love. In the name of love, one more in the name of love. Whoa, 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 So make a way out of no way. Make their stories live and breathe. We will never lack for heroes in the darkest hour of need. In the name of love. In the name of love. One more in the name of love.
We're gonna clap.
Sweet. Well done.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. So good. Great set. Jay Nutt, if you don't mind, we're going to come say hi to you for a sec.
Hi.
There you are. Hey, how's it going?
As well as can be.
Yeah, same as usual, huh? Yep. Well, we're glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for the music.
You're welcome. Anything you want to share with us, or just the pictures you've been sending?
No news.
Okay, good. Well, glad you're here. Good to see you again. Let's see. Now we got Busking Betty. So Betty and Andy are up now. Then Jimmy would be up, but he still seems to be absent. So we would skip over Jimmy and go back to him when he comes back. After that would be Bobby Vello and then Glenn Gardner.
And Busking Betty, you should unmute.
Here we go.
Andy, you're still continuing to get better and better and better?
He's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in my own little mode there. I'm about halfway there. I can pretty much see half stuff going on. Close up is awful, but I'm getting better every day.
That's great.
Very good. Very
I'm
good.
fragile. I can't even, break an egg without blowing my eye out.
Oh, geez. Well, no jumping. Don't you dare jump. All right, folks, it's Busking Betty and Andy.
We're going to do something by Neil Young, Harvest Moon. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you. I want to see you dance again. I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. Now it's getting late, and the moon is flying high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eyes. Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Still in love with you. On this harvest moon. Oh, cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, a song that was done by several people, Silver Threads and Golden Needles. Linda Ronstadt did it, Dolly Parton did it, Dick Reynolds and Jack Rhodes. I don't want a lonely mansion with a tear in every room. All I want is a loving promise. Read the letter. But you think I should be happy with your money and your name. Hide yourself in sorrow while you play your game. Silver threads and golden needles, they're not tremendous or mine. And I dare not drown myself in the warmth of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles, they're not tremendous or mine. sorrow in the world go wide. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles, and our madness are mine. Silver threads and golden needles, and our madness are mine. Silver threads and golden needles, and our madness are mine.
Well, nice. Great set. Very cool songs. Thank you, guys. So glad to have you back, Andy.
I think I'm back.
Well, you're back among us.
I'm standing here, that's about it.
Well, keep getting well. Keep taking care of yourself.
That's
All right, guys. Thanks again. We are going on now to Bob Uvello, because I don't think Jimmy came back yet. And he didn't think he would be back by now. So here we go for Cowboy Bob Uvello. Folks, give it up.
Yeah.
Okay, just had to get that big picture of me off the screen. I hate that. I hate looking at myself as I'm singing.
Understand that?
So I'm really disappointed that this song is still as relevant as it is. I wrote this, God, it must be 6 years ago now, something like that. And so it's called The Ghosts of Arlington, and it imagines all of the fallen soldiers who were buried at Arlington coming back to have a look at the country and see how things are going, and this is The Ghosts of Arlington. They rode out with the dawning, the line went out of view. Some wore brown, some wore green, some gray, some blue. The clouds were hanging heavy low above the fields, while the warm rain softly fell on horses, fields, and men. From where I stood, it seemed to me they rode with heads bowed down. Yes, they rode with heads bowed down. These proud and valiant men are riding. I watched as daylight darkened from twilight into night. These men on ghostly horses, fading with the light. They were headed back to Arlington. They'd see all they could take torn apart once more. These proud and valiant men now riding. I saw my forefathers riding next to yours. I wondered, were they wondering what the sacrifice was for? Was it worth the price they paid? Was it worth Day broke cold, the sky hung low. They moved out with the gun. Some were singing softly, it was an old gospel song. North wind moaned through tall grass. Turned to snow on these ghosts of valiant men are riding. On the road that leads to Arlington.
That's beautiful.
The song.
Thank you. That appears on my most recent album, which you can see absolutely not a little bit there.
You can see it.
It's called Blue Streak. That's a 2023, and I'm hoping it won't be my most recent for too long. I'm contemplating putting together the pieces of another one. Let's put it that way. Make a little setting change here. So this is my favorite Gordon Lightfoot song, and I think it's appropriate for the weather. It's appropriate for the day after Valentine's Day. And if you'll indulge me, I really need to tell a very short story that precedes and goes along with this song. So many years ago, I learned this song. I think it was in June. And it's called Song for a Winter Night. And I just didn't think I could pull it off in June or July or August. And so I was champing at the bit to play it. I just couldn't wait to play it. I was playing pretty regularly at a few different coffee houses. One of them was the Turk's Head. It was a little subterranean place on Charles Street in Boston. It had these little windows that were literally at sidewalk level. Two windows, and had a small stage that faced the windows, and the audience had their backs to the windows. And so it was a cold night, but it was October. It was a cold night, starry and clear, and I started into playing this song, and suddenly, coming sideways across the windows, was snow. I mean, it was really snowing, and so I barely got through the song. I was I was so taken by this occurrence, and as soon as I finished the song, the snow stopped, and it was just a little squall that little squall that blew through. Anyway, this is Gordon Lightfoot's Song for a Winter Night. Lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. Snow is softly falling. The air is still in the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. I could know within my heart that you were only true. I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. Smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. Read again between the lines upon the page. Words of love you sent me. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two. I would be happy just to hold the hands I love and to be once again with you. Fire's dying, now my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. Morning light steals across my window pane, where webs of snow are drifting. I could know within my heart that you were only true. I would be happy just to hold the hands I love and to be once again with you.
Wow, that's gorgeous. Really
That's
beautiful.
one of the nicest versions I think I've ever heard.
Oh,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Thank
I agree.
you, Val.
Beautiful song.
Thank
Great
you.
guitar.
Thanks.
Yes, it was.
I appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Buck.
Done.
Okay, still no Jimmy. So, let's see. So now it would be Glenn Gardner. And then Brendan, after Glenn, you would be up. Okay? Here we go, Glenn. How are
Hey,
you?
doing great. How about you?
Doing fine. Doing fine. We get some sloppy weather tonight, but um, it's New England. What are you gonna do?
February, right?
You got it.
Yeah, we're
All
not
right,
seeing.
folks. It's Glenn Gardner.
Thanks. Kathy. I would imagine we're not seeing much in the way of snow down here. This is a new one I wrote, and it's called The Imperfect Storm. So we'll give this a whirl. Blue skies of yesterday are now dark and gray. Storm clouds are gathering, and the thunder can't be far away. Let the lightning come, let the rain fall hard, let the wind blow strong, let the storm roll on. Rain makes the rivers flow, rivers make the ocean grow, waves rise and pound the shore, then the tide turns and the storm's no more. Let the lightning come, let the rain fall hard, let the wind blow strong, let the storm roll on. Let the lightning come, let the rain fall hard, let the wind blow strong, let the storm roll on. Something
Nice
like
one,
that.
Glenn. Well
job.
done.
That's a keeper, Glenn.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Good
Thanks,
one.
thanks. Well, we do this Leon Russell song. Are we really happy here in this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say, searching but not finding, understanding anyway. We're lost in a masquerade. Both afraid to say we're just too far away. Being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. Now we're lost inside the lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try, understand the reasons we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade. Both afraid to say we're just too far away. Being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. Now we're lost inside the lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try, and the reasons we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade. Masquerade.
Great set, Glenn.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Loved your new original. That was so
Oh,
cool.
thank you.
Cool, cool. Thanks for being here, Glenn.
It's a pleasure.
All right, folks, we now are going to hear from Brendan Fowler. Hi, Brendan. There you are, unmuted. Okay, folks, can we have a round of applause for Brendan Fowler now?
Thank you. Thank you. Ah. I don't know what to say.
Do you have a song for us?
I think I have one somewhere.
Do you need us to go somewhere to somebody else and then you find your
Well,
song?
Not yet, because I need
Okay.
some help to find the song. I need some help with pick a song for me.
Hey, Brendan, that's not gonna work,
Please.
Brendan. I can help you this next week to find a song.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have one right now that you can sing?
Well, I don't know yet, but I can tell you guys a joke.
A joke, that'd be good.
Yeah. What did the egg fried rice say to the shrimp?
Oh no, what'd he say?
Don't walk away from me. That's
Good
the
one.
Hey, hey, Brendan, say it over. Ask the question over. A lot of us didn't hear.
What did the egg fried rice say to the shrimp?
What did the egg fried rice say to the shrimp?
Yep.
Don't walk away.
Don't walk away from me.
I get it.
Don't walk
Get it.
away
I
from
get
Oh,
me.
it.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Get it.
Good one. Very good.
Yep. Walk. W-O-K.
Yeah.
How do you know? No, how do you make an egg roll?
How do you make an egg roll?
Yep.
You
I
make an
don't
egg
know.
roll by pushing it.
You got the answer right.
Oh,
Push it.
Dana.
Push it.
When when is it hard to drink eggnog through a straw?
When it still has its shell?
No. The answer is when it's egg stick trick. Eggster trick. Wait, I can't say it right. Eggster tick. Tick. Yeah, that's right.
When it's extra thick.
When it's extra thick.
Okay. All right, good.
Okay, Brendan, and we'll work on a song for you next time, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Val.
Yay, yay, Brendan.
Thank you, Brendan.
I got one more left.
Right. Good to see you, Brendan.
Eat your heart out, Lenny Bruce.
Yeah, there you go. There
Eggs
you go.
tell each other jokes. They don't crack up each other up. That's a funny joke.
My favorite that he came up with one time is, what do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef. I'm gonna do one for Val too.
Okay, one more, Brendan, then we got to go on to the next performer.
Okay. What do you call a flint steak wearing a muscle in a three-piece suit?
I don't know.
Sirloin. That's a funny joke. See?
Okay, Brendan, we have to move on.
All
Yep.
right, let's move on.
Okay, now let's see. Actually, what we were going to do right now is a word from our sponsor and at the same time, a quick chat with cousin Linda. So let's have both of us cousins on the screen. Hi, cousin Lynn.
Hiya.
I love your background there, your
Oh,
collage.
thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. How you
I'm
been?
just,
All is well?
yeah, everything's good. I'm having a
Happy
sleepy, restful
Valentine's
day.
Day.
Pardon?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Brendan.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brendan. Anyway, life
You're
is
welcome.
good. Tomorrow I'm teaching an art class and getting ready for that. And otherwise, it's just a quiet day here, catching up on things.
Right, good for you. You look great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Glad you were here. All right, I'm going to remove your spotlight and I'm going to spotlight Ivy because she's going to tell us about a word from our sponsor. Please donate to the New England Wildlife Center if you can. Cape Wildlife is also doing great work. And anywildlife.org is where to go to make a donation. And the mailing address is right there on the screen. You've seen it and heard it hundreds of times. So we do appreciate all you do for the center. I didn't find a lot of news from wildlife centers today. There was a cute picture of two turtles that they're rehabbing at the center, and they're in separate enclosures, small enclosures, while they're getting well. But they've noticed each other and they've connected through their glass, but they get together and react to each other and know that the other one is there. So that's what the Wildlife Center posted for Valentine's Day, was that it was turtley love. So not as interesting as some of the others in the past, but I think we've covered all of the ones. So in a lot of ways, when the wildlife centers don't have a lot of news to share or a lot of new events happening, in a lot of ways that's a good thing, because that means injured animals are not coming in. So it's good to know that things are great there. So again, thanks for all you've done for the centers all these years. It's very, very much appreciated, and we're glad you're all here. So next we have Joe Isaacs, then Michelle Abadia, and Val Fowler. So let's see. I know Joseph is here.
Don't forget Jimmy, Kathy. Don't forget Jimmy.
Oh, is Jimmy back?
Yep.
Ah, I didn't see him. All right. Jimmy, do you want to go now?
Entirely up to you. I can go now or go later.
All right, Joe, what do you think? You want to go because I already introduced you? You don't care
That's
either,
fine.
do you?
That's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't really
All right,
matter either way.
we'll do Joe now, and then we will go to Jimmy right after.
Sounds good.
All right. Here we go. Joseph, everybody, welcome Joseph.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate this, Kathy, and good to see everybody.
Good to see you.
Can you hear it okay? I went searching for the answers. Every beach on every land. I went and asked the empty shells. They were only full of sand. I'd ask them why children die. I'd ask them why the ocean sighs. and asked the mountain, but she didn't say a thing. Still I felt there was an answer. The way she echoed my questioning, as if to say it's the question why. It makes us strive. It's the question why. Makes us feel more alive. So I went and asked the moon, but she not say a thing. Still I felt there was an answer. Wish she echoed my questioning, as if to say I don't know why. I only shine. Don't ask me why. Only shine. Shine with all your magic, all your might. Shine with all your light. Live your life and live it well. Live your life with a capital L. Open up your sails and catch the wind. Don't forget to shine. I don't know why, but don't forget to shine. Asking why. Don't forget to shine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great one.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
On the same theme of not knowing anything. If people think they know everything, like a turtle knows its terrarium, people think they know everything. From their spot at the edge of the planetarium, but nobody knows what nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows what nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's at the rainbow's end. Nobody knows what's coming round the bend. Nobody knows what it's like over the edge. No, no, no. Nobody knows how to step back from the edge. Oh, no, no. Nobody knows. Nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's like to be someone else. No, no, no. Nobody knows what's like in the dark corners of themselves. No, no, no. Nobody knows what's left or right or wrong. No, no, no. Nobody knows the purpose of a song. No, no, no. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. People thinking that they know one. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's like after you die. Nobody knows what it was like before you were even alive. Nobody knows if there's something more outside the universe. Quantum or quirks, nobody's given a chance to rehearse. Nobody, 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 nobody knows. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. Nobody, nobody, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Sweet.
And that's all the stuff I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Nobody knows nothing.
It's a wise man
Yeah.
who admits what he doesn't know.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
It's funny, like there's like they had like some thought experiment where they would ask people like these impossible questions, like what's heavier, yellow or green, and like people would come up with answers for it. It's like
That's great. They would never say, "I don't know."
no, it's
Okay.
against our nature. I think I like when I was just first starting to write the song, like I like Googled like what are things that nobody knows, and like Google was like, here's things we do know. It's like just like it's funny. It's like like ask Alexa like what she doesn't know, and like find out what she
I
says.
know everything. All right. Thank you, Joe. This was great.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here tonight.
Always a
And
pleasure. Thanks
now,
for hosting.
oh, thank you for being here. And now Jimmy is back from walking the big dogs.
Them some big dogs.
Yeah. They good dogs?
Yeah, they're good dogs. The Great Dane is, I think, about 2 years old, so he's still got a lot of puppy in him. And that's an awful big dog to have a lot of puppy in him.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
But you could saddle him up. And then the German Shepherd, whoa. And they're both just beautiful, great dogs. But the German Shepherd, if you weren't
confident about what you were doing, you wouldn't want to be there.
Okay.
He can be frightful, but
Wow. All right. Well, you did your duty, and now you're home with Parker. Yay.
He's sound asleep. He's had his dinner.
All right. Cool. All right. So, folks, Jimmy's back. Jimmy's here. Give him a round of applause.
All right, Jimmy.
I have news. Found out this week that my job will end on Wednesday. On Thursday, I will drive to Delaware to see my cousin and his wife. My original plan, I thought my job was going to last till March, middle of March or so. And at that point in time, I was going to, oh, that's all right, Joe. My job was going to end. I'm a contractor, so it just ended a little bit earlier than Joe sent me a note, and it ended a little bit earlier than what I anticipated. So originally I wanted to go to Boston to see my Boston folks, but and then head south to Delaware. But schedule-wise, with wanting to see my family in Delaware, I'm not able to go to Boston. But I'll be driving to Delaware on Thursday, and then it's a long story I won't go into, but on Monday, I'm going to go to Washington, D.C., to the National Cathedral, home of the, if we recall, the site of President number 47 being addressed directly by the wonderful Bishop Buddy.
Excoriated.
That is the perfect word. But actually, she wasn't, right? She wasn't doing that. She was saying that was an opportunity for him to step up, and he didn't. He was his petulant, childish self afterward. I was surprised in retrospect that he didn't get up and walk out. But anyway, they have this thing called midday music. And I found out about this. I got online and I reached out to somebody. And on Monday, the 24th, I will go play some music for half an hour in the National Cathedral. And subsequent to that, I will probably return to Delaware for the night and then head west to San Diego and await my next assignment from there. I will be playing these two songs among the songs that I play when I play at the National Cathedral. I can't wait. One woman and one man wanting little more than to hold each other's hand for as long as they can, till their deaths do they part, believing in their hearts when they knew from the start they would need all the stars, and to love harder. They knew what was at stake, made their plans anyway, said their vows and they prayed they would make their own fate and love harder. Love and honor wage a war that's not worth fighting for. Not the rich, not the poor, not the grains on the shore. Love is not a warning sign. Love is not a landmine. Love is not wasted time. Love is not a hate crime. In the hour of unrest, with the world on my chest, with whatever I have left, I will meet the unmet and love harder. Build your house upon stone to weather the unknown, lest it be overthrown in the throes of the storm. You refuse to be owned, choose to love and are thrown to the lions in your home where you'd written in stone to love harder. Is love the cornerstone? Is it still worth the hope? You will reap what you've sown. You're more than flesh and bone. You loved harder. Love and honor wage a war that's not worth fighting for. Not the rich, not the poor, not the grains on the shore. Love is not a warning sign. Love is not a landmine. Love is not wasted time. Love is not a hate crime. In the hour of unrest, with the world on my chest, with whatever I have left, I must meet the unmet and harder.
Beautiful.
That
That was awesome. That was incredible.
fabulous song.
Amen, Jimmy.
You delivered it really well too. That was like,
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It'll be interesting because no sound system. You just got to get up there and play, and I guess the acoustics will carry. And if they don't, they don't. This is my favorite song ever. And so you speak to me of sadness and the coming of the winter. The fear that is within you now, it seems to never end. And the dreams that have escaped you, and the hope that you've forgotten. You tell me that you need me now, and you want to be my friend. You wonder where we're going, where's the ride, where's the reason, and it's you cannot accept. It is here we must begin to seek the wisdom of the children and the graceful way of flowers in the wind. For the children and the flowers are my sisters and my brothers. Their laughter and their loveliness will clear a cloudy day, like the music of the mountains and the colors of the rainbow. They're a promise for the future and a blessing for today. And though the cities start to crumble and the towers fall around us, the sun is slowly fading, it's colder than the sea. It is written from the deserts to the mountains, they shall lead us by the hand and by the heart. They will come for you and me. In their innocence and trusting, they will teach us to be free. For the children and the flowers are my sisters and my brothers. Their laughter and their loveliness will clear a cloudy day. And the songs I am singing are a prayer for non-believers. Come and stand beside us, we will find a better way.
nice job.
Nice, Jimmy.
Awesome,
Jimmy.
Thank you very much. Always good to see everybody.
Good to
I'm
see
sorry I
you.
was late.
No, no worries. I'm glad you popped in first, though, so we didn't worry about you.
Thank you.
I thought the dogs made off with you, Jim.
I'm looking like a T-bone to him, I'll tell you that.
All right. So, are you going to be able to be with us next week then, or?
I will not be with you next week, and I'll be on the road the following weekend, but I'm hopeful that I'll be ensconced in some hotel where I can join you.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
see.
Well, good to see you. Travel safe with
Thank
all
you.
the driving around.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
All right. Now, a rare treat. We haven't seen Michelle Abadia for ages. So glad you're here, Michelle.
Audio now. Oh my God! I didn't know that it was me. Hold on.
If you're not ready, we can go to Val. You want us to go to Val and come back to you?
No. I'm ready.
Okay.
I was just.
Don't worry, don't rush. Everything's fine.
Yeah, stars don't rush.
Right.
Okay, here I go.
Yes.
Let me connect these things so that if the computer talks, you guys don't get messed up. Okay, and then. Okay. Wah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Folks,
Go, Michelle.
sounds like she's
Go,
okay.
Michelle.
So good to see Michelle back. Go, Michelle.
Spoon ahead of time. Spoon.
Hello. Hi. It's good to be here. I've just been very overwhelmed. Some of you brought up in your songs the current climate that we live in, and I have two jobs. In one job, I teach French and Spanish, and in the other one, I actually teach immigrants, mostly Latino and Haitian. And so I'm not just having to teach them English, I'm having to provide a safe space for them to express their concerns, to make sure that some of them were about to not come back to class because they were afraid to be outside. And, you know, whether you think that is crazy, it isn't. I mean, their fears are well-founded. We don't know what this unhinged criminal can do. And so it's been tough. It's been very overwhelming for us teachers. And so this vacation week came just in the nick of time because
thank goodness.
Yeah, no, it's been, I would come home absolutely exhausted, absolutely emotionally drained. Not because I don't want to care for them, but because it's a lot. You know, we're having to show them know your rights videos. We're having to do like mental health exercises with them. And, you know, it's a bit crazy. So long and short of it all is that this is why I haven't been here, because sometimes I just sleep.
Understandable, and bless you for helping those people. That is so needed, and love you for it.
Thank you. I actually want to do a concert pro immigrants, like a benefit concert, maybe in March or April. So you'll hear more about it. I really think that I am the right person to give it because I'm a performer, number one, and number two, I know what their fears are. So I want to raise funds with sales of my album toward an organization that can help them and, you know, continue to help them. So you'll hear more about that as soon as I get my act together. For the moment, I know that Valentine's is not a theme, but I'm making it my theme. So, first, I think both songs you'll recognize them. The first song, it was a duo when it came out as a hit in 1981, but I think I can sing it all by myself. My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's right. My first love, you're every breath that I take, you're every step I make, and I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do. And your eyes, they tell me how much you care. Oh, yes, you will always be my endless love. Two hearts that beat as one. Our lives have just begun. Forever, I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. And love, I'll be a fool for you. I'm sure you know I don't mind, 'cause you mean the world to me. Oh, our love I found in you, my endless love. 'Cause no one can deny this love I have inside, and I'll give it all to you. My love, my love, my endless love.
Whoa.
Glorious. Wow.
Wonderful.
Thank
That sounded great.
you.
Moon is right. That was gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now let's get raunchy. Here we go.
Is Barbara in the house?
Who?
Oh wait, was Endless Love Barbara Streisand song? I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm so slow. No, that was not Barbara Streisand. That was Diana Ross. And,
Oh, right.
Yeah, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie.
You did a great job on it too.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, hold on. simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, well, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're under. Is it any wonder that I'm in the mood for love? Why should we think of weather? This little dream might fade. We'll put our hearts together. Now we are one. I'm not afraid. If there's a cloud above, and if it should rain, we'll let it. But for tonight, forget it, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. Why do we think of weather? This little dream might fade. We'll put our hearts together. Now we are one. I'm not afraid. If there's a cloud above, and if it should rain, we'll let it. But for tonight, forget it, 'cause I'm in the mood for
Thank you.
Thank
Double
you so
swoon.
Goodness, Michelle, that was so beautiful.
That really was beautiful.
Thank you so much, guys.
So good to see you tonight.
Thank you.
And sorry you're going through with your students what you're going through, but thank you for being there for them.
They inspire me. They truly do. If those sons of would just listen to what I listen to, like be there and know their stories and know how hard these people work and their fears and all that, none of this would be happening. You know, it's like they just refuse to see. And so I, as crazy as it is, I feel very, mixed emotions because I feel very, very privileged to be with them. Like I am the first face they see, and sometimes the only face they see every day or whenever I teach them. And so, I'm privileged, and at the same time, it's okay. It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. I'm privileged, and I'm absolutely going nuts. So.
Oh, we get that. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
All right.
thank
Well,
you.
so good to have you here tonight.
Thank
Love
you
you.
so much, Kathy. You rule.
Okay, now it's Vet Fowler. Here we go. Hey, Val.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Wait, before you start, we must hooray for you.
Hooray!
Val.
Hooray!
Hey, Val, good to see you.
Right, Val.
Well, when you don't particularly like your name for a lot of years, you have, and by the way, my name is not long, short for anything. It's long for the. But one of the pleasures of my name is that there's a holiday that my name shares. And I don't know too many people named Thanksgiving or Memorial, but I do kind of like that I share the name of Valentine, so that's kind of fun. I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my day. But I'm gonna, taking off from Jimmy and from Michelle, I'm gonna sing my two favorite love songs right now. Right now they are. And the first one that I'm gonna sing was supplanted by the second one I will sing. So this is a Tom Paxton song with one of my customary twists. Does that sound okay?
Sounds
Does
good.
the guitar sound all right?
That's great.
Tell the rose not to bloom, a stream to flow. Tell the rain not to fall, a tree to grow. Tell the high summer sky to lose its blue. But don't tell me that I don't belong with you. You could send me away and I would go. I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are. When I met you, there was nothing to decide. It was simply something happening inside. I felt strange for a minute, then I knew that I finally felt complete when I found you. And you could send me home, but you would know I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are. There are those who never really know their mind. They're confused and they're not staying kind. They don't know what they're really looking for. I don't suffer from that problem anymore. And you could send me away and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is where you are. Oh, the time I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire softly burning and supper on the stove, and the light that makes me warm. And you could send me away, and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are.
Lovely. Oh, that was beautiful.
Well done, Bell.
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful, Val. Thank you.
Tom Taylor, Tom Paxton with a little bit of John Denver thrown in. And I embarked on a pilgrimage years ago to see if Steve Goodman could write anything other than City of New Orleans, because I had never, only knew that about him. And it turns out he could, and that search gave me my, this remains my favorite love song. Would you like to learn to dance? I can show you that. Got a book here with all we need to know. We can draw the Arthur Murray patterns right here on the floor. All we gotta do is follow. Then we can dance around the room a while. You can lead now if you wanna, I don't mind. Oh, there's nothing I wouldn't do to see a smile go dance across your face in perfect time. Go dancing across your face in perfect time. Would you like to learn to sing? I can show you that. Got an old song that's good for a start. You can sing the high parts if you really try, while I play along the tune on this guitar. Then we can sing for a little while. Let the harmonies go ringing in your mind. Oh, you sing so much sweeter when you sing with a smile. All the notes come out so sweet and high. All the notes come out so sweet and high. Would you like to learn to love? Oh, that's something else again. I can show you how to sing and smile and laugh, dance. Ah, but I have no key to your heart and no way that I could make you take this chance. And so let's dance around the room again. Sing a song or two to pass the time. Smile a lot. And if you really want to, we can try some loving. I don't mind. We can try some loving. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Beautiful, Val.
Very nice. Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful set.
Would You Like to Learn to Dance by Steve Goodman. I'm curious if that's new to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a lovely song. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you,
And
Val.
I think
Yeah, I hadn't heard it.
I think I had the privilege of opening for Mary Ann.
That is absolutely correct. Mary Ann McAllister is here.
Closing.
All right. Guess who? Everybody.
Hey, Marianne. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you. Well, someone asked me about playing this song, The People You Never Get to Love. I thought, oh, yeah, I could play that. So then I thought, so what do I play with it? And that's just half the fun, so we'll get there. This is The People You Never Get to Love by Rupert Holmes. You're browsing through the second-hand bookstore, and you see him in nonfiction V through Y. He looks up from World War II, and you catch him catching you, catching his eye. Then you quickly turn away your wishful stare and take a sudden interest in your shoes. If you only had the courage, but you don't, he turns and leaves, and you both lose. And you think about the people that you never get to love. It's not as if you even had a chance. So many worth a second life, but rarely do you get a second glance until fate cuts in your dance. Still, you see him on a train that you just missed, or at a bus stop where your bus will never stop, or passing by an up you wake when you've been pulled over by a traffic cop. Or you'll share an elevator, just you two, and you rise up in solemn silence to your floor. Like a fool you are, you get off, and he just leaves your life behind a closing door. And you think about the people that you never get to love, the poem you intended to begin, the saddest words that anyone has ever said, our Lord, what might have been, but no one said you get to win. Still, you're never gonna miss what you don't know, and you don't know who you'll meet at 3:30. It could be a total stranger who looks a little bit like me, one of the people that you'll never get to love. Oh, the people that you'll never get to love, the people that you never get to love.
That was
Thank you,
marvelous.
Marianne.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I figured the next song to pair that with would be "It Had to Be You." Plus, they're set in the same capo, so this works out nicely. It had to. Ooh. No. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.
Yeah, Marianne. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Gorgeous, Marianne.
Thank you.
Your sets are always so short. We should
And
make
did
you
you
do
have a
free
good
songs.
birthday?
My dad firmly embedded in me, you can leave them, you want to leave them wanting more, not less.
Okay. Well, you always do that for us.
Yeah. But make it short. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. All right. Now, I haven't been good about saying who's coming up next. Next, we have David Ballinger, then Neil Dale, then Karen Sauer. So, there we go. Hello, David.
Hello, everyone, and hello, Kathy. So I'm going to play a couple of Jackson Browne songs that I've recently picked up. The first one is called The Barricades of Heaven.
But I know that one, but let us give you some applause before you start. Hooray!
Hey, David.
All right.
Running down around the towns along the shore, I was 16 and on my own. Though I couldn't tell you what the hell those breaks were for, I was just trying to hear my song. Jimmy found his own sweet sound when he won that free guitar. We'd all get in the van and play. Life became the paradox, the bear, the rouge and noir, and a stretch of road running to LA. Pages turning, pages we were years from learning. Straight into the night our hearts were flung. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. All the world was shining from those hills, the stars above and the lights below. Among those there to test their fortunes and their wills, I lost track of the score long ago. Pages turning, pages we were years from learning. Straight into the night our hearts were flung. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Childhood comes for me at night, voices of my friends, your face bathing me in light, hope that never ends. Pages turning, pages we were years from learning. Straight into the night our hearts were flung. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Pages turning, pages we were years from learning. Straight into the night our hearts were flung. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Thank you.
Wow, that's a cool song. I'd never heard it.
Oh.
I
haven't heard that song either, David. That was great. Thank you.
Thanks for giving it to us.
Next song is called Before the Deluge. And I think something's really interesting about this song. What he does, most of the song he's using them. He's talking about they and them. But the chorus the chorus says us. And so there really is an us and them thing. And frankly, the way he describes them and the way he describes us is kind of the way I see folks like in this group talking about what's happening around us. And he says in the last line of the chorus, when the light that's lost within us reaches the sky. I'm changing it. I think it's better. It's more positive to say, when the light that's launched within us reaches the sky. It's much more positive to me, and it seems like that's how I feel these days, the way that he says this chorus. So anyway, this is called Before the Deluge. Some of them, okay, that's what's wrong. It's 4 half steps too high. Some of them were dreamers, and some of them were fools who were making plans and thinking of the future. With the energy of the innocent, they were gathering the tools they would need to make their journey back to nature. While the sand slipped through the opening and their hands reached for the golden ring, with their hearts they turned to each other's hearts for refuge in the troubled years that came before the deluge. Some of them knew pleasure, and some of them knew pain, and for some of them it was only the moment that mattered. And on the brave and crazy wings of youth, they went flying around in the rain, and their feathers once so fine grew torn and tattered. And in the end they traded their tired wings for the resignation that living brings, and exchanged love's bright and fragile glow for the glitter and the rouge. And in the moment they were swept before the deluge. Now let the music keep our spirits high, and let the buildings keep our children dry. Let creation reveal its secrets by and by, by and by. When the light that's launched within us reaches the sky. Some of them were angry at the way the earth was abused by the men who learned how to forge her beauty into power. And they struggled to protect her from them, only to be confused by the magnitude of her fury in the final hour. And when the sand was gone and the time arrived, in the naked dawn only a few survived, in attempts to understand a thing so simple and so huge believed that they were meant to live after the deluge. Now let the music keep our spirits high, and let the buildings keep our children dry, and let creation reveal its secrets by and by, by and by. When the light that's launched within us reaches the sky, when the light that's launched within us reaches the sky. Thank you.
Wow, well done.
Yeah. Nice job, David.
Good job with that song. That's a terrific song.
That was great, David. Yeah,
Both of them were.
Both. Yep.
great two songs that.
You know what he did, I'm just discovering, if I can say, during the pandemic, he recorded a lot of things from his home and videoed them and put them on YouTube. So there's a lot of his big songs on YouTube recorded in 2021. And they're so clean, they're so bare bones that it's just so beautiful the way he does it.
Good to know that. Thank you. Thanks, David. All right, now we have Neil Dale. After Neil is Karen Sauer, and after Karen would be Storm. So, Neil, spotlight. Here we go. Folks, give it up for Neil Dale.
Hey, great to see you, Neil.
All right, Neil.
Yeah, those are wonderful songs. Just it seems like these days you can either go towards that or find another world, and I'm opting for the other world today because this one is too hard. So I'm gonna go for Pangolins. Actually, I played this last year, and I think it was on Pangolin Day.
Is that right? Wow.
Actually, it's about breadfruit, but anyway, rumor has it the pangolins like them. Jill and Ann took a holiday, looking for a beach and a sunny day. In the moonlight they lost their way, and so they stumbled onto Breadfruit Bay. Beloved of the parrot, the pangolin and marmot, and even of the kangaroo. It's so tantalizing, it's not so surprising that people love breadfruit too. The people there, they were on their knees, begging to the monkeys playing in the trees, crying, "Oh, Mr. Monkey, now won't you please just drop us a breadfruit to eat?" Beloved of the parrot, the pangolin and marmot, and even of the kangaroo. It's so tantalizing, it's not so surprising that people love breadfruit too. Jill was longing for her lost McDonald's or some other tasty treat, when a little brown monkey, he sidled up beside her and gave her a breadfruit to eat. Utterly delicious, totally nutritious, she gave it to her man Dan. "You just have to try it, I'll go off my diet, but I'll never eat junk food again." Beloved of the parrot, the pangolin and marmot, and even of the kangaroo. It's so tantalizing, it's not so surprising that people love breadfruit too. Jill and Dan built a small grass shack. They never think about going back, and if they suffer a Big Mac attack, they just head for the breadfruit tree. love it of the parrot, the pangolin and marmot, and even of the kangaroo. It's so tantalizing, it's not so surprising that people love breadfruit too.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
There is
Wonderful
a
song.
national breadfruit lab in Hawaii, and I sent that to them once I'd written it, and they liked it. So
Nice.
apparently, they think it is the food of the future, at least in the South Pacific.
Wow.
What do you know? And again, this one is. I'm heading a couple of months ahead here, but dreaming of spring, I guess. Called Dirt. Work the soil for the seeds, digging up invasive weeds, stretch and squeeze my fingers till they hurt it. Sweating down another line, eggs and bacon on my mind, digging in the mystery of dirt. Plant another seedling in the ground, shovel up some compost, spread it all around, sift it on the soil like you're seasoning a stew. And she says, I'll grow a juicy melon just for you. I penetrate another world, past matted roots, and earthworms curl. 1 trillion microbes lie beneath my spade. They give the plants their precious food, but microbes need their breakfast too. They're working at their jobs and getting paid. Plant another seedling in the ground, shovel up some compost, spread it all around, sift it on the soil like you're seasoning a stew. And she says, I'll grow some luscious cherries just for you. A little sapling starts to grow and sucks that sap up from below until we face each other both alert. Then it goes and grows so high its branches nearly brush the sky. I know heaven has its roots deep in the dirt. Plant another seedling in the ground, shovel up some compost, spread it all around, sift it on the soil like you're seasoning a stew. And she says, I'll grow a mighty maple tree for you, and I'll grow some luscious cherries just for you, and I'll grow a juicy melon maybe too.
Very cool song.
So, Neil, have you eaten breadfruit?
No, I have not.
I'm just curious.
How dare you corner me?
No, I'm sorry.
I have no idea why I wrote that song. None at all. I just wrote it. There you have it.
I've always wondered what it was like. Has anyone eaten breadfruit?
I have always wondered too. I guess that's part of it. I think Herman Melville talks about it in his book Taipei and Omu when he jumped ship in the South Pacific, but that's all I know. I think it's part of my romantic image of the South Seas. I've heard it tastes kind of like bread, but
Gaia's not here. I'm sure she's had it, but has anyone else had breadfruit?
I'm gonna think it tastes like marshmallows.
That sounds great.
Okay,
That would be
I like
good.
that.
Nice
I like
gooey
that.
marshmallows. And they're big too. They're huge. I mean, can you imagine a 40-pound marshmallow? That sounds. See,
That would be worth eating
Yeah.
in one sitting.
Yeah. All right, Neil, thank you very much. That was
I think
very
I'd
fun.
want s'more.
Yeah. S'mores. Okay, Karen Sauer. Here we go.
Hi.
Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Sorry it's so late, but
Oh, I signed up late.
you didn't seem to mind, so
Yeah.
very cool. All right, folks, give it up for Karen Sauer.
Okay, thank you.
Karen.
Is this a good? Can you hear the piano? Okay. Can you hear the piano?
Piano's here.
Not
Okay.
over the clapping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sing "Funny How Life Works Out That Way" by Chris Lee. He passed away almost, well, it'll be 2 years this coming week. So I miss him very much. I was but a little child, raised to be both meek and mild, and share with those less fortunate than I. They sent me off to church and school. I learned to play by all the rules, but I was mostly known for asking why. Our house had an open door, the table always room for more. No friend or stranger was ever turned away. Mama died and Dad died too. The house was sold to someone new. I pray it's still a haven to this day. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. By the simple tug of war between good and evil, does some God keep score of everything in thought and word and deed? The righteous ones we often see who'd force their creeds on you and me, bend the holy rules for earthly needs. We often hear the pitchman call, just sign here and have it all. Comes with a written lifetime guarantee. Every time I turn my head, I found to my dismay instead, nothing in this life is really free. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. You may find a love of the rarest kind, the kind most people never find, the kind that's always gonna stay. Then come creeping like the dawn, an angel band and one is gone, the other left alone to find their way. And so for you who hear this song, may your dreams come true, may your lives be long, and love and laughter fill your every day. For as the years fly past, you'll spend your youth with your final breath. You'll find the truth. Funny how life works out that way. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. It ain't funny, but life works out that way.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Boy,
Thank you, Karen, for singing that tonight.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
Karen,
you, Karen. I loved it.
that is beautiful. Thank you for reminding us of Chris. He's so missed.
Yeah,
Mm.
he sure is.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I'm gonna take advantage of Black History Month and play my favorite arrangement of Blackbird, which is by Brad Meldau. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Oh, oops. I forgot to put my piano capo down. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Wow. Wow.
That's awesome.
Take that, Karen. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And now we'll go with Storm. After Storm is Jan Sides, then Karen McGuire, Neil Braverman, and then we'll wrap it up with Freddie. So, Storm, where are you at?
I was right here. You got me?
Right. Good to see you, Storm. We missed you last week.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Cool. Let's give a round of applause to have Storm back this week.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's a crazy world we live in.
Boy, it is.
I'm having an interesting interactive week with technology. I have uh, virtual memberships to both Passim's and Café Lena. So if a show doesn't happen, I don't get any credit back for it. And last night, I was supposed to see a live stream from Passim's that never got turned on. And tonight, I was supposed to watch a bit of Tom Chapin, and the stream just stutters. Like every 2 seconds, it would turn on. Then a few seconds later, it would turn off, and then it would be silence for a little while. It would come on for 2 seconds. And so, anyways, they may be able to get a recording together later on because you get 2 weeks to watch after the fact. But I was really hoping to see some of them live. And then both of Cafe Lena's shows tomorrow got canceled because of snow. So it's been a very interesting weekend for my watching schedule. And then you have the country going to hell in a handbasket, and I have no idea what's happening with my services and the different programs that I'm involved with are all under fire. So we shall see. And I'm not dealing with themes, but I'm dealing with the world. Okay, I'm going to do that one first. But I figured I'd start off with, since it's Valentine's, a little bit of love or the lack thereof. Declaration. I have no woman of love or flame to hold my hand or call my name, to come and lie down by my side, to give me peace where darkness bides. No conquest long, no one-night fling awaits me now to make me sing. Oh, I have dreams as I had plans, they smolder still, I am a man. Yet when or if they'll lead me home, I cannot say I am alone. I have no bride, I have no whore, I have no mate whom I adore. And likewise none who dote on me, I totter on the end to see. Oh, such bright colors I'd paint the sky, to know I'm held the day I die, and feel sweet lips upon my cheek, and those hot tears that she would weep, she who somehow I'd call to be, for all her life in love with me. How many words must have... Wait, that's the wrong song. Eeps, that's the second song. Deep in the basement of the CFPB, that's the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Deep in the basement of the deep in the basement of the CFPD, windows blocked out so no one can see, as a muskrat sports a borrowed badge and studies Elon's recipe on how to cadge. Once the Bureau is safely gone, the stage is set for a historic con. The CFPB will meet its doom in a basement dark, a hollowed room. It's a blessing for buyers, he'll say, to draw you in. Just a crook weaving a story so you'll think you're gonna win. Then tearing down protections and essential oversight so they no longer have to work in the dead of the night. The biggest bankers grin, their teeth are shining gold, their loopholes growing larger, their hearts just growing cold. They bow down and pay tribute to their shining armor knight, Elon Musk, the country's parasite. The Bureau saved the voters over 20 billion bucks, calling out the scams. The big banks think that sucks. So Elon says the Bureau is big government at play, 'cause he has plans and they'll be in his way. It's a blessing for buyers, he'll say, to draw you in. Just a crook weaving a story so you think you're gonna win, then tearing down protections and a central oversight so they no longer have to work in the dead of the night. So they no longer have to work in the dead of the night.
Nice poem.
The poem was mine. The song is by Don Carone. Parody project.
Nailed it.
Thanks. And this one goes with this poem, which is also mine. Okay. Bringing the islands nearer. It would be safer to turn back, to hug the shore and swim only in marked channels or roped off lanes. Still, the long-distance swimmer thrusts out past the last buoy, wrestles with the currents and endures the sea. Years of practice and patience have honed each muscle, taught the body to respond to ever-changing conditions. Each stroke brings the islands nearer, though this time they may never be reached. How many wars must a tyrant begin before you call it a plan? How much appeasement is tried and failed before you cheapen your hand? Yes, and how many times must the innocent die before you forfeit their land? The answer, my friend, is don't abandon them. The answer is don't abandon them. Yes, and how many years can a country exist before it is crushed viciously? And how many years can some people resist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can alliances hold when surrender's a first policy? The answer, my friend, is don't abandon them. The answer is don't abandon them. Yes, and how many crimes must a man look past before there is shame in his eyes? And how many fears must a continent have before it defends its own skies? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till we know that soon more won't be sacrificed? The answer, my friend, is don't abandon them. The answer is don't abandon them. The answer, my friend, is don't abandon them. The answer is don't abandon them. The poem was mine. The song is by the Marsh family. M-A-R-S-H.
You find some amazing stuff to share with us. Thank you, and we love your poems.
Thank you.
Thank you, Storm.
Yeah, and please hold democracy in your heart. And
oh boy,
you know,
yes.
It's all my programs and it's all my multiply handicapped daughter's programs. So it's really scary right now.
It is terrifying. Feeling for you. Jan.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Yeah. So good to see you again. Been a while.
Yeah, I know.
Busy.
Yeah, just lots of stuff going on.
Well, it's great to have you here tonight. Let's give a round of applause for Jan Seiden.
All right,
Back
Jan.
again.
Hey, Jan.
So I looked at the things that were the themes for today, and when I saw one of them, I thought instead of National Hippo Day, it said National Hippie Day, and I thought, okay, well, I can do whatever I want then. So I am a reluctantly reformed one. So I'm going to do two songs that are not about hippos. High in the desert, the night winds blow cold, just like they've always done. But the day's hot and still, as if it always will be. Nothing changes 'neath that sun, and there's nothing new 'neath this one. So we smooth out a space, we draw our own faces and paint them with shining colors. And there in the desert, we try to make a stand. It's a beautiful sand picture. Out on the sea, you can feel the world breathing and watch as the waters change. But here on the shore, our great deeds we record and our victories we proclaim. And we think that those glories remain. We smooth out a square, worship history there, and paint it in shining colors. And there on the land, it all looks so well planned. But again, we are sand pictures. And then the winds rise, the sun sinks so fast, in comes the tide. So much for kings and castles. Though we conquered the sky, built our towers so high, and we flaunt those shining colors. Here on the earth, we may deem ourselves worthy, but we're still only sand pictures. We are beautiful sand pictures, and in the end we return to sand.
Beautiful, Jan.
Yeah,
My
that's
little
such a great song.
two impermanence. I lost one of my earbuds, and I have to find it again, or I'll only be able to hear half of what you're saying. There. almost never fails. So I'm going to retune real quick because there's a new one that I want to play for you, because I spent, well, since the election, unable to write. And finally, I saw a post by a member of my family, and she was reassuring another member of my family. And what she said really struck me, and you're going to hear it in a minute. Oh, come on. Okay, and when I saw it, I thought, okay, that's the song I want to write. So here it is. My niece's wife thinks nobody knows the agony they're going through. People say that's the life they chose. Their sort of love cannot be true. They've cut ties with family, lost some lifelong friends. Now they believe that in their corner is only them. My best friend's child thinks nobody shares the burden she carries in the world. As people tell her that's her cross to bear, 'cause she's got 2 strikes, black and girl. They tell her that's just the way it is, she should just move on. Now she feels she needs an army, but she has none. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you think folks are just gaming you, and maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you want them to. But we must lean on the ones that love us. There's gonna be some that we can trust, so we must lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me. Oh, you can lean on me. My brother's wife lies awake all night, wondering what trouble they might face, 'cause her parents crossed the borderline to bring their children to the States. She's anxious for her family, not sure who's a friend. Now she thinks she better be careful, 'cause so much depends. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you think folks are just gaming you, and maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you need them to. But you can lean on the ones that love us. There's gonna be some that we can trust, so we must lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me. Oh, you can ones that love us. 'Cause there's gotta be some that we can trust. So we must lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me, and I will lean on you. Can lean on
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Jan.
That's awesome. Awesome, Jan.
Oh,
I
Jan,
actually got to sing it for the person who was being told that, and she liked it too.
Oh,
who was being what?
The situation was my niece and they just married,
Mm.
and they are in transition. And
Mhm.
their parents came to the wedding and were quite a bit less than supportive, and she was expressing her anguish on Facebook. And one of my niece's cousins from the other side of her family said, "You're not without family. You have a new family. You can lean on us."
Jan, this is so. There's so much for us to worry about our kids anyway, and this song is about my child, and it's just like the top layer of worry, But it's a big, deep top layer of worry. But on top of everything else, anyway, thank you for the song.
Oh, you're entirely welcome.
it was gorgeous. It was so important.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here tonight, Jen.
Pleasure. Thank you for letting me drop in and out this way.
Oh, happy anytime you have time to be here. We have Neil Braverman. Karen McGuire has said she's here to listen, but she's not going to perform tonight. So Neil Braverman is signed up to
I
give us something.
I did think that Steve Azzaro was going to play. I know he had a cold, but he was.
He
Oh,
played long ago.
He played a long time ago.
Oh
He
well,
was number 3, I
give
think, signed up.
give me a minute because I have to switch chairs. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't like being the oldest generation because I want somebody older than me to say, it's really going to be all right. And
Well put, Karen.
I'd like to be able to say that to somebody young like Michelle, but I
Yeah.
can't say that.
No.
For what it's worth, it might not have to come from older people.
Yeah.
Because I get surprisingly good guidance from unexpected places, including young people.
Well, that's a good point.
For what it's worth, but I have no idea your situation, so I can only speak about my own experience. I really appreciate that song, though. I'm totally with your guys' compliments. That's an incredible song and so refreshing to hear that just put out there.
Yep. And the story behind it.
Yep.
So I had too many songs to choose from. There was a song that Mark Levy would like to get people.
I think there are so many songs to choose from. I really just want to honor what Jan's done here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say something, Marianne, and you
I know, and I've heard
right
you.
over me. I'm putting something into the chat, and I'd like people to know that. Thank you. There's a song written by Mark Levy that he would like people to sing.
We can't move on while Neil's getting set up because all we've got left is Freddie, so we can just keep talking and chatting and maybe maybe what I'll do is talk about what the themes are for next week while Neil's getting ready. Themes for next week are National Margarita Day, National Wildlife Day, Walking the Dog Day, and it's the last Saturday of Black History Month. And don't tell him I told you, but it's also Steve's birthday.
Oh, you got some good ideas there.
Well, I'm going to give it a try, but because I have to go to the guitar store because all three of my guitars that I have currently have broken strings, and I can't keep them in tune, so I'm going to do this a cappella, and it's a song by David Roth, and I hope to get those strings prepared before our next ROM, which is the 24th. And it's called I Stand for Love. And David, for those of you who are local, will be performing at a Unitarian church in Sharon, Massachusetts on March 2nd, I believe he said. And it's called I Stand for Love, but I'm going to have to do it, as Sue Sharnoff often says, Acapulco.
Well, you have to let us clap for you first.
Oh,
go Neil.
Thank you all. I stand for love. I stand for peace. I stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true. I stand for hope. I stand for you. You know our world, it is in great pain. She needs our loving care again. But there are those who fail to see what we have done and what we need. There is a cost for every act. Now there is no turning back. We burn a bridge, we bang a drum to rise the time. The time has come to stand for love, to stand for peace, to stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, to stand for hope, to stand for you. If you think it's not urgent, then we've got more time to kill. If I'm not the one who'll change things, then for heaven's sake, who will? So I will move and I will climb that mountain one step at a time. I won't be swayed, I will not stop until we've made it to the top. Well, we will stand for love and peace. We'll stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true. We'll stand for hope. We'll stand for you. For what is beautiful and true globally. I stand for hope. I stand for you. Thank you all.
Great.
Thanks, Neil.
Well done, Neil.
Well, that came across really well, Acapulco.
Yeah.
I tried.
It really was great. All right, Neil, thank you. And now here we are at Freddie K time. Hey, Freddie.
Hey, Kathy.
Folks, give it up. It's Freddie K.
Hey, Freddie. Great to see you.
Can you hear the guitar? Can you hear the guitar?
Not very well. Do you have?
It's a little. Do you have original sound on?
think I do.
It doesn't sound like it.
Let me check again. Let's see if again. Come on now.
Oh, that's better.
That better?
It's better.
Okay. Thank you for the sound check. Okay. My heart goes out to Steve. I'm in the same boat as him with the pain, but carry on we must to the best of our ability. But, I'm sure we all send them our love. All right, this song is, it's the dog drinking water in the background, good old Finn. This song's called The Last Bridge on the Left. And it's kind of a little bit about whether you're going to sleep under the bridge or jump off of it. That's weighty decisions of life. Yeah, you can find me on the last bridge to the left, where the creek narrows and the eagles make their nest. The broken hearted go when they ain't got nothing left. Where the broken hearted go when they've given it their best. Yeah, you'll find me on, or you'll find me under, you'll find me on, or you'll find me under. You'll find me on, or you'll find me under. Find me on, you'll find me under. The last bridge, under the last bridge. Under the last bridge, under the last bridge. Yeah, you can find me on the last bridge to the left, where the creek narrows and the eagles make their nest. Yeah, you can find me on the last bridge to the left, where the broken hearted go when they ain't got nothing left. Where the broken hearted go when they've given it their best. Yeah, you can find me on, or you'll find me under. You'll find me on, or you'll find me under. Yeah, you'll find me on, or you'll find me under. Find me on, or you'll find me under. Spirits rising with the morning sun. I feel so much better now that I slept on my gun and I didn't use it to even the score. I said, Lord Jesus, there must be so much more. My spirit's rising. Oh, oh, oh. Spirit's rising. Spirit's rising with the morning sun. Yeah, I feel much better now that I slept on my gun and I didn't use it to even the score. I said, Lord Jesus, there must be so much more. My spirit's rising. Oh, oh, oh. My spirit's rising. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we'll find me on the last bridge to the left, where the creek narrows and the eagles make their nest. When the broken hearted go, when they ain't got nothing left. When the broken hearted go, when they've given it their best. Yeah, you'll find me on, or you'll find me under. You'll find me on, or you'll find me under. The last bridge, under the last bridge, under the last bridge, under the last bridge.
Yeah, good one.
Going, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm really struggling vocally. Sure, it'll come back at some point, but it's still on hiatus. But do the best I can with what I got. Right, Finn? Finn's over here. He's very excited. Finn! Oh, just saying hello.
It's a riot.
He takes it all in very easily. He really, as long as I get off my sodded ass to get him out for a walk, all's good and feed him. Thank goodness we got stuff to do, I don't know, I'd just probably take a fistful of pills and get out of here because it's a lot of pain. But I get a lot of people that rely on me. My grandson's in the next room, and the dog ain't got no one else to really take care of him, and a lot of other people like you. And this is kind of what this song's about. It's got 3 titles because I'm so just being bipolar isn't enough. I'm tripolar. So it's called Money Tree is one of the titles. One is David Carradine. And then it looks like a third one is Then There's You. But the best title is probably Money Tree. I don't know if you all remember David Carradine. This kind of reflects to his series Kung Fu, where he was just Mr. Chill, but he could kick ass. He never killed anyone. He could just slap them around so they would leave him alone. But it was a very influential character on my youth. Was that Kwai Chain King. So, and hats off to David Carradine. I guess he had a tricky departure from this life, but he seemed like he was a wonderful man. So I wish I could just disappear, vanish in the air, start a new tomorrow, get a fresh start somewhere. Yeah, I wish I could just disappear, vanish in the air, start a new tomorrow, get a fresh start somewhere. But then there's you, and 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 there's all of you. Try to get a grip on this pick. I think I'll just unplug the phone, make no plans today. Maybe I'll get in the car and just drive the fuck away. But then there's you, and 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 there's all of you. If I could stick a needle in my arm, take some pill to make the pain go away, or drink some strange elixir and make everything okay. If I could buy you all a money tree, maybe you wouldn't need me around. I could wander around a little bit like David Carradine, just breathe the air and feel the ground. If I could buy you all a money tree, Shit, maybe you wouldn't need me around. I could wander around a little bit like Jesus. Just spread the love from town to town. Spread the love from town to town. Just spread the love from town to town. I wish I could just disappear, vanish in the air, start a new tomorrow and get a fresh start somewhere. But then there's you, and 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 there's all of you.
Perfect one for Freddie.
Okay, Freddie.
Hey, great one.
We're all going to have to step up and help people, anyone we can and any way we can, because there's a lot of stuff going to, people will be abandoned. So whatever we can do. Thank you, Freddie. That was good set. And not to leave on a low note, this was a really fine evening. It was a really good get together. Thank you all for being here. Stephen said to tell you he loves you and he'll see you next week. He'll be fine. And
Good. Yeah.
other than that, as the Lakota say, mitakuye ayasi. We are all related. And wakantankam nishyun. May the Great Spirit walk with you.
And with you.
Thank you all.
Stephen.
Love you guys.
Good job,
Thank
Kathy.
you, Kathy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. What a great night.
Love you all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Love.
Love you guys.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.